You are looking live at the Daytona International Speedway. We are just about ready for USARC action, the first points-paying race of the third season of USARC competition. It is time for the Grainger Truck Series and their Grainger 250. Thank you for joining us here tonight for what will be 30 laps here around the 2.5-mile Daytona circuit. And it's a Ford sweep of the first two rows, and in fact the first top five positions. Soaring Seagulls Racing have come out in full force, which for APS and ANCS, not a shocker, but GTS last season, they definitely did struggle, but it's Evan Marici on pole, Henley in third, Lopez fourth, and Wilkinson fifth. What do we make of this performance from the main Ford team?
Yeah, I think it's interesting to see for sure. I mean, I feel like, SSR, we expect them to be up front in ANCS and in APS, as you said, but in GTS, yeah, I think I'm not too surprised though, because, well, I still think in terms of pure plate track performance here, they are still the best team in USARC. And, DT Jones, the only truck really able to stay up with them, it seems, here, which is interesting. Uh, he's making his debut in number three tonight here, replacing last year's champion, Roberto Crown Jr. So that will be very interesting to see how he does in a ride that last year went to a championship.
Definitely, as we...
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
go ahead.
yeah, I think it's really interesting how the SSR plate program speed has now transferred over to the trucks as well. Obviously, yeah, DT Jones kind of spoiling the party a little bit there. That he's got a lot to prove this season. I think a few other notables as well. I think FSR have done really well to find themselves in the position now with Anthony Greenman and Seth Morgan getting involved in the top 10. But I think more than anything, it's just going to be a very chaotic one here at Daytona. I think the way these trucks run, we saw what happened when we had 17 on the track for the LCQ. We've now got 42, so yeah, 30 laps is going to be absolute chaos for sure.
It certainly will be. As we go down through the field, you'll definitely see quite a few new paint schemes and new teams on the grid for this season. Um, we have quite a few rookies, which should, I think, play into kind of that chaos factor that you were talking about. As we scroll through the rest of the field here, Corbin Mitchell, this is Radval Engineering's second truck. He's to the rear in his first GTS start for failing tech inspection. I think this should, though, wrap up our pre-race festivities here. We'll bring you for the starting command. We are just about ready here for the Grainger 250. We are back here at Daytona. The starting command just a few seconds away now.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there it is. And so 42 trucks roar to life here. We are just about set for the first points-paying race of the third season of USARC competition, second season for these Grainger Truck Series drivers. And rolling off on the pole, starting the season just the way he wanted, Evan Marici, who won last season at Irwindale it was, for Whiteout Motorsports. He'll roll from the pole in the number 11 for Soaring Seagulls Racing to his outside. DT Jones making his first ever USARC start in the truck that took Roberto Crown Jr. to the Season 1 title at Homestead last season. He'll be looking for that level of success here. Row 2 sees Justin Henley, a strong campaign for Toyota Gazoo Racing, has headed in the 01 truck full time, and Cameron Lopez to his outside, making his first start in USARC since his incident at Watkins Glen in the APCS. Good to see him back behind the wheel of a race car. Row 3 sees Wyatt Wilkinson reprising his role in the number 1 truck for Soaring Seagulls Racing, and to his outside will be Anthony Greenman, who ran last season full-time for 555 Engineering. He's now here part-time for his own Full Send Racing. In row 4, we see Don Falconer reprising his role in the 86 for Fleur-de-Lis Motorsports, and Seth Morgan looking to build on his one win last season at Michigan. And rounding out the top 10 will be Nathan Meyer, competing for Rookie of the Year honors in the 12 for Andrado, and Brandon Smith returning to USARC competition in the 85 for Renegade Gutierrez Racing.
Well, we're getting set to go green here. 42 trucks, most we've seen on track in all of Speed Week so far. It could get very, very dicey here tonight with the racing we've seen so far in Speed Weeks.
It could indeed. Pace truck is off. Here we go. The run to the line. Green flag is out here in the third USARC season. And it's a good start from DT Jones. Wyatt Wilkinson immediately ditching Henley, and we've got 3 wide between the 3 Soaring Seagulls racing trucks behind Evan Marici.
That was a pretty bold move there from Wilkinson. I mean, dishing your teammates immediately, but he's trying to get up there. I think he needed to get up there and push Marici because Henley really did not get going, I don't think.
Falconer's already formed a third
Oh.
line, but here comes Meyer. 4 wide here at Daytona.
Yeah, 4th line.
Look at the way the surged
boy.
through that gap right there.
And
got
here
a
comes
huge run.
Suleimanova going to try to do the same.
They'll sort this out now, though, here. As lap 1, give it to Marici, I think.
But Meyer, I think, is going to get the momentum. Suleimanova going to try to push that 12 out to the front. And already we got some Chevys getting up here. Tegan Fox, Skylar Taylor, and Wayne Hovick in the 71.
Get down the backstretch here. Nathan Meyer out in front here, 3 by 3 by 3 behind him here. Here comes Suleimanova on the bottom. Can't get there right now, though.
This is exactly what Meyer wanted. Control the lanes early. Coming off of 4, he's going to mirror drive Suleimanova a little bit. It's going to open the door for Skylar Taylor maybe, but the 12 will get down, and Nathan Myers led his first lap here in USARC competition.
Look at the run that Taylor's got, though.
Oh, and Meyer
Oh,
couldn't get
there's
down
a
in time
block.
to block it. Skylar Taylor heading to the front with a push from Derek Petty.
Fairly orderly so far, all things considered here. Other than that 4-wide move on lap 1 from Nathan Meyer, it's been fairly calm.
Oh,
Don't know if that's going to last. Look at the push, and Meyer's getting up top.
big push from Suleimanova. That 77 has been running good so far this Speed Weeks, but it's Skylar Taylor who's going to have the momentum and help from the likes of Hovick, Bedard, and Gutierrez. And I think Taylor's going to get pushed out to the front, but Hovick's going to try to lead the lap.
And Meyer's still got a big run on the outside. He's got a very good push from behind at the minute. And is he going to be able to cut in front here and lead into turn 1?
No, he
Not
won't.
quite.
It's advantage Wayne Hovick in the unsponsored number 71 entry that came together very late before the start of the season. And it's good to see that truck, which has been very fast in Speed Weeks, run up here.
Oh,
and Air
4
Daughter
wide
gonna put it
behind
4
them. That's
wide.
Freya Daughter.
Oh, and truck in the wall.
Oh.
Two trucks in the wall.
Wilkinson
Wilkinson.
very briefly caught the wall.
Whoa.
I think we've
I think Bank and Daughter might have gone together.
kept it together for now.
And now there's trouble behind. They're all 4 wide. They're all
And look at the
Checking
move from
up.
Pega for the lead.
That was a pretty late move from Papega there, but it's going to work out. I think you're going to turn number 1, pushed by the 66. That is Virago Kitson.
And Mika Papega to the point. Look at this. Corbin Mitchell and Jacob Foster. They shared the back row of the grid. Now both of them are up here as Kitson's trying to keep that 84 behind. And now Mitchell going to the middle. Here comes Hasselhoff in the 9.
I think we're going to be 4 wide for the lead
4
here.
wide for the lead.
What a move!
Gretchen Hasselhoff with a huge run from Jacob Foster. The 9 for Fingai Saitomi Motorsports to the point.
That was a great move right there by Hasselhoff. Saw an opportunity late and made the move. That's how you're going to need to do it
Faulkner
here.
Trying to side draft Jacob Foster. Almost made contact. It's now Hallie Anderson Jr. leading the inside in the 05 for Foster Racing.
Crazy racing here early, though, but I think that shows what the kind of moves you're going to need to make here for a win here is late moves into turn 3. I think it's going to be your best shot at this.
There's Frey. Is RFJ going to make it 4 wide again for the lead? He's
They
looking.
think about it. Oh, he's got the run.
Oh.
Oh, that's a late move from Freeman. Kind of got up under Jeremy Frey, and we've all sorted it out. Back to 3 wide. RFJ going for the lead, but here comes Luke Evans and Charlie Davenport.
I think that move might have been a little bit too late from Ricky Freeman Jr. but it's worked out for him here as he takes the lead heading back into turn one here. A lot of shuffling here early. It is really anyone's in here right now is I think the tires wear though, the good trucks are really going to start to be able to move up.
And Evans now takes control, but here comes Davenport. Chris Martin's right in this as well, as is Zachary DeLello, the winner of this race last year.
Yeah, DeLello knows his way around this track really well. And it was the start of a decent campaign from last year. Unfortunately, not able to win the title, but he can do himself a little bit of justice here by going back to back here tonight.
Oh, and Meyer and Bedard got, I think, made a bit of contact there at the top of your screen off of 4, but it's Charlie Davenport now out front for the Hank Factory team. Graham Radvold, the one challenging, and once again, the 97 couldn't get down to the inside. We saw that with some of the leaders earlier. The run through 1 and 2 for the inside too much, and Graham Radvold took the ball.
Even now can Radvold block? I don't know if he can. Here comes, I think that's Raven down low on the 07.
That is Patrick Raven down on the inside of Anthony Giles. Mina Truex thinking about 4. Did not take it. And
Patrick Raven, the rookie here this year, will lead the lap, I believe, unless the Neva Key trucks make the move.
Oh, but Parrish didn't go with his teammate. But I think Truex still got enough of a run. And indeed, Mina Truex leads the lap. Here comes William Myers.
Yeah, right now though here, well, I mean, I don't think we're gonna need to pit here. I don't believe.
We might need a pit stop.
I was gonna say it might be close.
Here comes Wilkinson.
Oh,
Clockman
Clockman
4.
Oh, that's tight.
Oh, that's a late move as well. But Wilkinson
want to get back down to block 1.
Wilkinson was able to clear Ayers, which really made that situation a lot better. Lucchini Rashad now on the inside of the 27 as 1 leads the lap.
Yeah, but here comes Rashad, pushed by Smith.
Through the whole package. Oh. Caught the wall there. It's now Rashad over Smith over DT Jones.
Question is though here, when does someone try to make something too aggressive here? And that's what usually causes wrecks here in the sport.
Look at this.
Is people being overly aggressive. Look at Greenman.
Rashad able to get down in time.
Pushed by Brandon Smith, although I think Greenman got tight off the corner. That's going to allow Rashad to keep the lead here and lead the lap.
Yeah, Morris didn't get the run. Rowe now going to move the 89 to the middle. Here comes Alexander Rowe for Revolution Racing with 3 Soaring Seagull trucks lined up behind.
Oh, Rowe's got it easily here in the 1 and 2.
Huge run from the 01, but you had to check out that make.
We've had problems.
Someone's had an issue.
I think Chris Martins might have a mechanical problem.
I believe that is what is happening here. As Martins is in the grass,
maybe
clearly something wrong.
That might be a tire down. It's
boy. Oh, I don't like the look of that.
Rowe's clearly been shuffled out. 4 wide behind. Think a bit of contact there between 1 and Morris. But it's Marici who's briefly moved back to the front, but here comes Tegan Fox. Fox will lead the lap.
Yeah, I think this has caused several trucks to lose a draft. I saw Mika Papega, Ricky Freeman Jr.
Down pit road, it is Foster, Kitson, Hasselhoff, Freeman, and Papega who have lost the draft. They're all going to have to work together to get back into it. Tegan Fox, though, currently controlling the lanes as we are scattering, trying to look for a move.
You see Bangton getting put in the middle there. That was by the 86 of Don Falconer. Is now Tegan Fox leading the way here over Seth Morgan.
And it's Derek Petty who now controls the inside. Katyusha Tarasova, is she going to follow the 53? The answer is yes. Fox able to control over Morgan, though, right now.
Well, I think Tarasova would like to at least get up there with her teammates.
I can hear the 41 coming out through turns 1 and 2. That
boy.
might be a situation.
This might get interesting.
This might get very interesting.
Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Which way do you go? Because Martins is not going to be up to speed.
I look at the 71 back there. Wayne Hovick trying to go 4 up the middle.
Actually, is this going to allow Martins to at least get up to some speed? We know that that 41 should be up. Oh, man.
Oh, they're 4 wide back there. They're 4 wide all over the place. And
Petty.
oh,
Oh!
Martin!
Oh,
Oh, he
contact!
wasn't clear.
What is Martins doing?
He held on.
Oh
I
my
wouldn't be surprised
goodness!
if that was a penalty of some
That might.
kind. They're all stacked
And look,
up.
it's all stacked up this pack now as well. Here,
That was nearly
It's now a
the huge one.
57-15
oh, they're 4 wide
run
right there.
through.
Hangers.
Oh, and we're
Oh, there they
wrecking!
go.
Oh, Davenport
Ooh.
up and
Upside
over.
down.
Rolling down the back straight.
Hit again
Oh,
by
watch
Brennan
out, watch
Smith.
out, watch out,
Oh,
watch
big
out.
hit for Hasselhoff.
Hangers.
Ouch.
Davenport is rolling.
Oh boy.
But big wreck here at Daytona. And it's
Oh,
going
they're still
to be
all over the racetrack though.
Derek Petty trying to get the lead back, but it will be Tarasova at the line.
Well, that was eventful.
That got ugly.
That got very ugly. You know who's gonna be the free pass here?
I mean,
Possibly.
it will be Chris Martins. Considering he is the only truck a lap down, it will be Martins.
Is he a lap down or is he 2 laps down? It's a question though.
I believe
I think it's
he
just
is only
one.
one.
I don't know. Depends how long their pit stop was.
Everyone has gotten welled up, and that is big damage on the 9. Hopefully, Hasselhoff is okay, as is Ayers. We're gonna wait to see if we're gonna get some pit stops. If not, we'll take you to replays. Katyusha Tarasova, your race leader. I believe this is. Oh no, this is not their first start. They have run races with Daredevil Motorsports in the 25 last season. But this is a very good start for 57-15 racing, with Tarasova leading laps in first, Fox also leading a couple, currently in third. And I see Petty's
We
gonna
do have
commit.
some.
Eric Dodder's gonna commit. Mitchell, Taylor. So it's not everyone.
Pretty. It's not even really. It's about 50-50, I'd say.
Yeah, I would agree in that assessment of it being about 50-50. So, ooh, big damage on Jacob Foster.
That is Jacob Foster. Yeah, that's unfortunate for him.
As we're trying to get the cameras back on the I don't know what truck we're looking for.
I think we're just looking for whoever's
The
on pit
53.
road here.
There we go. There's Derek Petty, getting service and heading out. And looks like to me that Petty will be the first one off pit road, quite comfortably. And then it's Eric Otter, Mitchell, Taylor, Giles, and then very close race between Morgan and Evans. As everyone getting off of pit road, I think most everyone now down pit road is serving or is trying to fix up their trucks after our first incident of the day. Just at the midway point, Chris Martin stacked up the field and ended up causing a big wreck on the back straight. So watching to see what happened here, Davenport gets up the track a little bit, going 4 wide with Ayers 1 and Henley. And then you see right there, contact, 97 shoots up the track, gets into the pack. Radval clips the 97, sends it up and over multiple times. You see Morris involved, Lopez involved, Ayers. Really good job by Cameron Lopez to get through there. Greenman got in there, and then at the top of your screen, big hit for Gretchen Hasselhoff into William Ayers, and then Foster into DT Jones. Yeah, big hits all around there. Once again, hoping everyone is okay.
On board with 9 of Gretchen Hasselhoff. Not too much at the moment, but that's because they're actually only just started. Hasselhoff here. Absolutely nothing can be seen out from that windshield. And at the last second, she's able to slow down and avoid the door of the 52. So fair play to Hasselhoff. Both drivers are okay and are checked and cleared from the medical centre. So all good and all disaster has been avoided from that one.
Well, we've got a bit of a strategy conundrum, I guess. So Tegan Fox is now leading most of the field down. Obviously, not including those who um, did not or already pit, and it's Teresova and Frey who have stayed out. In other news, Anthony Greenman has been shown the black flag, too much damage
So sad. We love it. Is Lucas listening?
on
No.
that 45. So that is day done for them. But Teresova and Frey have not pitted yet. This is definitely a bit of a strange scenario now for strategy. What do we think of this one?
I do not like the call. I just don't see how this works out for them. I mean, if you're gonna be out of gas, you're gonna need to be banking on a yellow, basically.
So
I wouldn't be
now-
surprised if they came down at the restart at this point, or maybe even next lap.
So now we're
Because Chris
seeing-
Martin's hit pit road as well after being waived,
I'd assume Chris Martins would have hit pit road. Yes, he did.
Yeah, Martins did hit pit road.
and he's
Morris
out on the
getting
lead
damage.
lap.
Repair. He is in fact back on the lead lap. I believe it's
Well, my other question also is DT Jones, because that truck has damage and is now in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, that will be.
It doesn't seem to be
So is
too.
Lopez.
Yeah, but with these trucks, aero damage is very. It's more lenient than APS and ANTS, especially at super speedways. It's more so the engine, the front side of the car where you need to worry. So I think they'll be okay for the most part as these guys get organised
Back
up.
And yep.
Here they come.
Oh boy. So this is gotta be a strategic blunder, I feel like, because that means that Derek Petty is now our race leader over Freya Aerodaughter, Corbin Mitchell, Skylar Taylor, and Anthony Giles. Why would you not pit with?
Maybe they were hoping that they could kind of work out how much fuel they were going to save by running under yellow, and then in the draft, and then see if they could avoid a stop. And then they've gone an extra lap, and they're like, "Yeah, we're using too much fuel even under yellow."
Well,
Yeah.
And they're taking tires as well.
Well,
That's
pace
killed.
lights are off.
Yeah, pace lights are off. I guess I shouldn't say it hasn't killed their chances, because it hasn't.
Never
This
say
is
never.
Daytona. If there's
Yeah, I was
any
gonna say
track
it's a draft.
to make that kind of strategic blunder, it would be here. As running through the full DNF list, Brandon Morris, Anthony Greenman, as we said, got the truck back out, but USARC deemed too much damage, sent him home. Foster, Brandon Smith, Charlie Davenport, William Ayers, and Gretchen Hasselhoff all out of this one. Derek
Yes,
Petty.
your top.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry, your top five right now. I was gonna say it's Derek Petty, Freya Aerodaughter, Corbin Mitchell, Skylar Taylor, and that is 57
Anthony
of
Giles.
Anthony Giles in fifth.
And rounding the top 10 for good measure is Morgan Evans, Hovick, Rashad, and White Wilkinson. So I believe, if my numbers are correct, we have a combined 2 GTS wins among this entire top 10, those coming from Derek Petty at Kentucky and Seth Morgan at Michigan. So it'll be very interesting to see a lot of guys up for that first win. And we're going to see the green here. Lap 19 of 30, we're going to be starting to get down to crunch time. The pace truck pulls off. Here we go. We've lost a few trucks out of this one. Will it still be as hectic? Green flag back out, and already Aerodaughter trying to make the move on Petty.
That's an awful restart from the 84, I have to say.
And
I
it's
nearly
a great
moved
restart
before.
from Freya Aerodaughter from the outside to the inside, going for the lead.
Yeah, Aerodaughter to the front here, pushed by Skylar Taylor. Inside line very formed up already.
As we're looking back through the field, how are the trucks who have damage? They're hanging on, or trying to hang on. Look at Jones, though. Jones looks very slow, even compared to the likes of Lopez, and we got wrecking.
Oh dear.
Bennington.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
and Frey got caught up at the
shot
end.
out of there. But that looked fairly tame. I think. Oh, we got Martins in.
Oh.
Martins.
Bedard, Teresova, Frey.
And they got
Bennington
caught up in that
won.
because of their strategy call.
Yes, indeed. Anderson.
That's both Foster car trucks
Oh,
in both
cautions
accidents.
breed cautions, and it's Anthony Giles who has scored the race leader. So the 57 is going to be out front. As the field gets sorted, we're going to take a very quick look at what has happened to draw our second caution, effectively immediately after our first caution here at Daytona, lap 20 of 30.
Well, you see right here, Graham Radfall a little bit slow. They try to squeeze 4 wide underneath him, and Bennington catches a bump, and it just sends up the racetrack up into Jared Bedard, and then Frey just gets clipped. And other trucks involved. Chris Martin's involved. Clockman 1. Tarasova. So a large wreck here with just over 10 laps to go. We'll come back with the restart here in just a moment here at Daytona.
We are back here at Daytona, and Jeremy Frey, Jared Bedard, Hallie Anderson Jr., Chris Martins, Yusha Tarasova, Clockman 1, and Luna Bennington are all out of this race after that past incident. Graham Radfall has continued on, which means we just have 28 trucks rather, left in this race. And it will be Anthony Giles at the point, leading Freya Aridotter, Skylar Taylor, Wayne Hovick, Derek Petty, Luke Evans, Wyatt Wilkinson, Corbin Mitchell, Nathan Meyer, and Alexander Rowe to the green. As we make our
I am scared
You're
for what
scared.
these final 8 laps are going to bring us.
I
Big
mean,
opportunity for many names in the field. This is their chance to etch themselves into USARC history.
here we go. 7 laps to go. Green flag is out, and Aridotter once again jumping to the outside.
She's not messing around.
And look at the run the 55's actually built up. Taylor thought about going with. Taylor's going to put it 3 wide.
Aridotter still out there, but Aridotter doesn't have any help.
Wayne Hovick's going to try to get there, but
one.
yeah, the inside's formed up. As we're going to look back, Radval really off the pace. And look at this, Derek Petty to the inside, 3 wide.
Already 3x3 here right now, at least.
Giles
hanging on.
in control. Taylor trying to challenge. Hovick has kind of been left up to dry on that outside. Here comes Taylor to the inside. Petty actually been shuffled to the middle somewhat. Oh, gets down in front of Mitchell.
I thought that was going to be bad there, but now Petty with a chance to build a run to the inside.
And here comes Petty now for the lead. Derek Petty now to the point for Hank Factory Team. But now
Yeah, here we go to here
Mitchell,
down.
and the shuffle.
There's another
begins
group
again.
catching this first group back there as well, but we might go 4 wide here. Look at the 28 of Rashad.
Here we
is going
go.
to make it 4.
Here
Careful
we
now.
go.
Contact.
On the
Rashad
apron.
Onto the apron and to the lead even.
Not quite yet, though.
Huge run for the
77 still out
15.
there.
They kept
Yeah, I was
that
going to say, watch out for
together.
Keegan Fox. Look at the 77.
5 laps to go here from Daytona. Big run on the outside for Suley Manova, but here comes Fox.
It was a huge push from the 81 of Mina Truex. She's got help from her own teammate, but it's Patrick Raven in the 07 as well. The inside line right now is linked up so well.
So it's Lopez off the draft. It's Radval off the draft. Everyone else
Big block.
is pretty much in it. Parrish.
Radval
looking for the lead.
might be a factor in this.
Raven to the inside. Big run from Gutierrez. And Patrick Raven from Toyota Gazoo racing to the point.
We're coming to 4
Gutierrez
laps to go
already
here.
looking underneath.
It's not Gutierrez looking underneath. It's the other Toyota, Alexander Rowe. Followed by another Toyota and Mika Papega. 3 wide now, and it's Raven all alone out front.
I don't know if I want to be all alone like that. Look at this. Possibly 4 wide to turn 1.
Marici thinks better of it. Big run now, though, for Papega, and Papega is pushed out front. And now look at Marici to the inside. Falconer going to take the middle. Zachary DeLello up here. As we've said, he knows his way around here. Morgan, though, going to put him in the middle, 3 wide. The pole
Everyone wants to be on that inside right now, and everyone wants to be lined up ready to make their move for the lead.
It's now Morgan, but Kitson looking to try to make a move. Marici's going to lead the lap, but the momentum is on the side of Seth Morgan, who's now, he's going to get put up into the middle. Here comes Rago Kitson.
If he crashed now, the race is over, without a doubt. So these guys need to be really careful.
I don't know if he'll be a factor.
It's going to be close, I think.
They can't park him now. That's the thing. It's so late. Like, it would be nearly.
Look at Rashad. Look at Taylor going to try to go up the middle.
4 wide for second. Ricky Freeman Jr. to the point now. And Rashad is making it work. Hovig's trying to go with.
I had a good run there through the middle.
Yeah, the question is, though, is Lucani Rashad enough to get by RFJ here?
2
Answer
laps
for now,
to go.
No.
Where's Radval? I'm curious.
Radval is heading down the back straight. I don't think we'll catch him.
I think we're gonna clear, hopefully.
Here comes the 12 of Nathan Meyer.
It's an on-jada 1-2 now, with Freeman ahead of Meyer. But here comes Freya Aerodaughter.
Wyatt Wilkinson on the charge.
Wilkinson trying to get there. Evans trying to get there, but the Chevys have lined up top.
Oh, they're going to shove Luke Evans out of line. Where is
Rashad's been
Radval?
moved out of line. Here comes Wilkinson and here comes Giles, Suleiman Nova. Multiple trucks who've had very strong runs so far today, but it's the white flag for Ricky Freeman Jr. Can anyone upset the 14?
Here comes Wilkinson, has a run.
Does Suleiman Nova have the run? Wilkinson didn't get the run in the middle.
Look at Suleiman Nova.
Well, the
Nova's
OCQ
gonna try, but Freeman can block.
I don't know. Here comes
Suleiman Nova. Is the run there? Fox to the inside, 4
I think they're almost 4 wide behind. Look at Tegan Fox with a big run here.
Suleiman Nova to the point.
Fox have a run though before.
Off turn
I think Suleimanova's got it.
Yekaterina Suleimanova is going to claim victory here in the Grainger 250. The 77 wins at Daytona.
Oh my goodness.
That's brilliant. That is simply brilliant.
A fast truck all weekend is going to convert at the first time of asking for the GovKZ AQRT team. Yekaterina Suleimanova in victory lane. It was a very difficult season last year, and I think that is huge for them.
Oh, absolutely.
We knew that she was going to be fast through winning the LCQ. You know, 77 team looked very comfortable there, and they've looked so comfortable today as well. And there's not many people else in the garage who you would want to see this happen to. It's just a brilliant moment for that team.
And running through the rest of the order, Tegan Fox, second to start their first full-time campaign. That's a great result for her. Evan Marici, third. Corbin Mitchell, fourth. What a run for that Radval team. Falconer, fifth. Petty, sixth. Fast car all weekend for him. Raven, Wilkinson, Freeman ends up ninth after leading. And Mina Truex rounds the top 10. Then it's Giles, not Bedard, oh my goodness, Aerodaughter, Gutierrez, Luke Evans, Nathan Meyer, Seth Morgan, Lucani Rashad, Zachary DeLello, Wayne Hovig, and Alexander Rowe, the top 20. And man, what a start to the season this has been, hasn't it, for these GTS
Yeah, what a
drivers.
race. What a race here tonight. I mean, certainly a bit of a chaotic one with those yellows, but overall, very fun race to watch here for all of us up here in the booth, as well as I'm sure there's fans here in the stands at Daytona. But, what a win here today for the 77 of Suleimanova.
Absolutely. Next time Grainger Truck Series will be in action. It'll be in, I believe, 2 weeks' time. We'll see these trucks take on the short track at Mesa Marin for the first time. So a new venue then. We look forward to seeing that. But as for now, enjoy the rest of Speed Weeks. Still got the APS Aaron's 300 and the big ANCS Daytona 500 on tap. But that has been all for the Grainger Truck Series opener. Congratulations to Yekaterina Suleimanova and the GovQZ AQRT team for their first win in their program history and kicking off the season right. But until then, we will see you later.